Hello, I'm Miss Carol from the Grand Ledge Area District Library, and thanks for joining me today for one of our take-home crafts. Now, you can do this with supplies you have at home, but we did also have the kits you could pick up at the library. First, we'll go over what you would have in the kit if you picked it up. First, we'd have the written instructions. And it's also got some examples of what you could do with your Sharpie tie-dye mask. Our other handout has a list of color-related books. So if you want to read some books about colors, these are some titles that we have at the library. There's also a copy of our January newsletter in there that has some of the current events that we're going to have going on here in January. And it also includes a copy of the early literacy calendar. So if you have a young child, these are some different things you can do every day to promote literacy with your child. Then we have the actual supplies for the craft in the bag. The mask itself, cotton. In this case, we happen to use Hanes ones from Myers because they came in handy multi-packs, but any cotton mask will do the trick. And then they'll have a baggie with 2 Sharpie or any alcohol-based markers. Sharpie's the name brand, so these aren't actually Sharpies, but the same sort of thing. And then a little dropper bottle that has isopropyl alcohol or rubbing alcohol in it. Okay, and this craft can be a little messy, so I'm actually going to do it, part of it on top of the bag, but not for the coloring portion. So you can do whatever sort of pattern you want to do on your mask. Maybe you want to draw circles, maybe you want to do stripes. The handout with the instructions on it does have some different examples of what can be done with the mask. I'm actually thinking I'm going to do kind of a diagonal wavy stripe pattern. We'll see how that turns out. Okay, I'm going to start with the blue here. Oh, let's see, is that the right side? Yes. So maybe you want to do, if you have 2 colors, the kit will have 2 colors in it. If you want to use more than 2 colors, you're welcome to supply your own markers, but we only supplied 2. Yeah, so while we're coloring, if you have the early literacy calendar, it's some fun things you can do every day. Maybe the activity is sing a song, maybe it's look at world around you and come up with things that start with a particular letter. Maybe it wants you to try and practice some writing with your child. And on the back, it has some songs and rhymes you can do with your child, as well as a couple of suggested titles for different age groups. So the books, we will have most of them at the library. So you can always come and get those. And in areas other than early literacy, we've always got plenty of books. I know you'll have the list of the various color books. You can feel free to come get those, or we've got all sorts of other things. I'm just going to finish off this little corner here. And with this mask, they've got kind of the little flaps going. You might want to make sure you get a little bit of color under the, nope, I don't want the blue. Under there just to make sure. Okay. So this is what mine looks like now that I've finished the coloring. You don't want to wait too long. Now this is the part that's going to be a little messier, so I'm going to do it on top of the plastic bag. So here, there's the bag. There's my mask. I've got the little, see, I got a little on my fingers. But you take the little bottle, if I can get it open, there we go. The little bottle with the rubbing alcohol. These have a little dropper. So then you just start dropping it, and the color will start, it will start spreading the color, because, oops, the little ring fell off. But since it's rubbing alcohol, and the markers are alcohol-based, it causes the colors to kind of smear like a tie-dye. So I'm just working on making sure I get a fairly even distribution of the rubbing alcohol going on here. And so then this will take a while to dry. And I might as well use everything that's in my bottle. Okay. Now you can see the colors have started to smear a little and turn into looking like actual proper tie-dye. So what you'll do is you'll need to leave that, let it dry completely. And then you need to put it in the dryer. The instructions recommend on high heat for 15 to 20 minutes. That should help set the color and make it a little more permanent. Once it's dry, you can put it in the washer. It may not last forever, but it should last for a while through some washes. So I'm just going to let this dry. I'm going to take it home, put it in the dryer, since the library obviously does not have a dryer. And then I'll make sure you get some images or video of what my final product looks like when you do your mask. Let's see. No, I didn't forget anything. And so see, on the instructions, this picture is what 3 different patterns looked like before she used the rubbing alcohol, and this is after they dried. So you can see her color smeared some more than I did, particularly in that one. So we'd love to see what you do with your mask. You can always wear them into the library and show us, or you can always send us some pictures. That would be great. And I'm hoping mine turns out as nice as I hope it does. So thank you for joining us today for our Sharpie tie-dye masks.